It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Denver Broncos taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
25, Melvin Gordon.
The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 15 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Gordon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The ball carrier.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Down the throw here, complete on the right sideline. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, I guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Got Gordon open, completes it. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down.
Bronco field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip.
Cardinals, nothing.
They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads him out.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3. Cardinals, nothing.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Saquon Barkley.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the 47-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number 1.
At the 32-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Shotgun now from Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Robert Foster hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And down he'll go at the 25.
A gain of a yard.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
The pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Broncos have retaken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now Murray off play action. Steps away. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Working with a 2nd and 3. Play fake. Murray. He'll buy some time right. Going deep for... That's caught inside the 20.
You know they pay me extra.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Murray's pass.
DeAndre Hopkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What did we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10. At their own 25.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. You got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, the little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. They'll throw now on the final play. Throw to the right here to Gordon. So we've reached halftime here and okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Brendan McManus.
The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here are the Cardinals to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Rolling to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll go to Barkley again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. First down, Murray. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Arizona.
from the red zone. Here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. That is caught inside the 5. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Saquon Barkley. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Oh, he'll air this one deep. He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quotes.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
They got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
The tackle made there by Linval Joseph. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. To throw on 3rd down, Murray. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
the last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion and the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Saquon Barkley.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Third down and goal at the 3-yard.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
16.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but it'll be second down.
Coverage by Byron Murphy.
No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
Miller, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Bradley Chubb able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Murray and company going for it on 4th. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
Not only have they completed.
Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down.
The quarterback
Chandler Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They give him a gain of 37.
He's been a one-man dynamo on this drive so far, and you know the other receivers would love to get involved. But right now, his skill and his play has his team in a great position to put 6 points on the board.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Back to throw it, Murray. Open man here is Foster. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Back to throw. Murray going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll run for it with Bartlett. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On play action, it's Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Here's second and 10 now from the 35. They fake the handoff. Now Murray dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a third and short. Third and 1. Off play action. Murray. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open.